Most deciduous trees are planted for wildlife or aesthetic reasons. They either provide delectable mast for wildlife browse, or their blooming flowers offer a pleasant scenic view. Some species of hardwoods are planted for timber production, such as cherry bark oak and yellow poplar, because of their favorable wood quality. With few detrimental pests to affect hardwoods, they are usually a safe tree to plant. If there are pests that distress deciduous trees, they are usually initiated by some type of human activity, such as mechanical damage, or by adverse conditions such as drought. There are a few pests, however, that attack hardwoods without any clear rationale, and no substantial change to the site or climate. The Linden Looper is one of these pests. A member of the Geometridae family, this native insect can suddenly appear one year, devouring leaves on a range of host trees. If the infestation is severe, the Linden Looper can defoliate several hundred acres of hardwoods in just a single month. With a range from the Atlantic coast west to the Rocky Mountains, north from Canada down to the southern United States, this defoliator can cause extensive damage to a broad area. Not surprisingly, insects from this family are considered the most destructive foliage-feeding pests of North America. Appearing in cycles, the Linden Looper is generally present in high numbers for 2 to 3 consecutive years, and then their numbers suddenly drop. The insect seemingly disappears, often for 5 to 8 years, before appearing again. During the heightened infestation, however, natural predators such as parasitic flies and wasps will increase their presence and significantly reduce the defoliator's population. Other enemies, such as some species of birds, will also prey on the Linden Looper. The eggs from this insect will hatch in the spring, usually around the same time the buds break. The caterpillars or larvae are quite active during this time, feeding on the foliage of linden, apple, birch, elm, hickory, maple, or oak trees. The injury to infested leaves will first appear as small pinholes, but older larvae will feed more aggressively, consuming the entire leaf. During this 1-month feeding period, the caterpillars mature, slightly changing in appearance from yellowish green with thin black stripes to pale yellow with thicker black stripes. Reaching 1.4 inches in length when fully grown, the caterpillars will loop their body and then stretch forward using their prolegs, moving to their available food source. They can also produce a generous amount of silk to help them disperse by wind. Around late May, the caterpillars crawl to the ground and tunnel into the soil to pupate. These pupae remain dormant throughout the summer. Normally, by mid-June, the affected host trees that are relatively healthy start rebounding from the attack and grow new foliage. From October to December, the adult moths emerge from the soil and mate. Male moths are light brown with wings that measure approximately 1 3/4 inches from one tip to the other. Females are wingless and gray with black spots. After mating, the female moth will crawl up a host tree to lay her eggs under loose bark on the trunk or large branches, usually 3 to 4 eggs in a cluster. By the following spring, these eggs will hatch, thus starting a new generation of Linden Loopers. 1 generation of this defoliator occurs per year.